Hello and welcome to the One Stop Co-op Shop, your one stop for co-op news and playthroughs. Wow, I'm stammering that out. One of these days I'm going to get it right. Anyway, thank you for joining me on this random Sunday here, where I am testing out my deck that I'm going to play for next Friday's Marvel Friday. For next Friday's Marvel Sunday. Wow, this is going well already. So, we're going to be playing against Green Goblin, so of course I'm going to be playing Spider-Man, and Terrence is going to be playing Spider-Woman, so we're just going to have a whole Spidey theme here against Goblin next week. So I'm going to play against Claw, though. Just wanted to pick something that wasn't what we were going to play against to show you guys, and I'm going to show you my deck. I went with Aggression, even though I think I'll be doing some thwarting, getting rid of Threat as well. I just wanted to do Aggression this time, just to... Spider-Man's really good at avoiding damage, and so I wanted to add some damage. But in case you don't remember what's going on with Claw, the attack on the shield facility has been linked to an underground weapons network. And then guess what? Your investigation reveals that the criminal enterprise is operated by Claw, an old rival of the Avengers. And he's got his defense network up. Claw's criminal enterprise is protected by a gang of thugs and Mortal Claw. Claw's mastery of sound allows him to restore his solid form through sheer power of will. Dun, dun, dun. And he starts with both of those. One of them came from the underground distribution setup. That's Defense Network. And then the other one came from, we're doing Expert. So Expert Claw, when revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for the Immortal Claw and put it in. So that's why we've got all that. But let me see what I've got going on. So I'm Peter Parker. Nice thing is, on this side, I get a free science resource. There's a lot of science in this deck, so I did not put Hulk in. But there's a lot of other cool allies, things like that. Oh, I need to choose a color. And that will let me draw my hand of cards. And let's see what's going on. I'll kind of go through the deck as we go. Enhanced Spider Sense. When a Treachery card is revealed. Ooh, I like that one. From the encounter deck, cancel its when revealed effects. Deal 2 damage to the enemy. That enemy is stunned or confused. Draw a card. And I have a lot of ways of stunning or confusing. Ooh, +1 attack. That's good to get off. Ooh, and I can stun. And I got some extra resources. Let's see what Web Kick is. 8 damage. All right. So I hate to get rid of Web Kick this early, but I'm going to get rid of these 2 things. I am going to draw 2 cards, hoping for resources, really, more than anything. Backflip, when you take any amount of damage. Prevent it all. That's pretty good. When Treachery is revealed from the encounter decks. Oh, they really want me to get that Spider Sense going, don't they? These are great cards, but probably not going to put them out on my first turn here. All right, but let's see. I do get 1 free resource plus these 2, and I'm going to go ahead and start out with Mockingbird. When I put her out, after Mockingbird enters play, stun an enemy. So guess what, Claw? Mockingbird comes in and stuns you a little bit over here. Alrighty, so we're going to do that, and then I am going to spend 2 more resources. Ooh, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that, actually. So I spent my 3 resources. Stun, I'm going to flip over. Then I'm going to press the advantage. Deal 2 damage to the enemy. If the enemy is stunned or confused, draw a card. So I'm going to start with that. So, goodbye, Enhanced Spider Sense. I've gotten rid of 2 of you already. We'll see if that comes back to bite me, but there's 2 damage, and I get to draw a card. Let's see what happens when I draw that card. Oh, got to actually play that card to do it. Ooh, Brawn. After Brawn attacks, remove a threat from the scheme. I do like that too. So the question is, I do want to thwart, and actually I want to get rid of these 3 just to get rid of the acceleration over here. So I actually think I want to get Brawn out. That means I'm not getting my combat training out, ironically. But I don't have 3 to do that with, so I won't be able to get Brawn out. Yeah, so I am. I'm going to do combat training. I'm going to spend 2. Good evening. Hello. Hello, Snow Dracona. Good seeing you as always. Welcome to the stream. All right. So I got 3 attack. I got a thwart. I'm going to thwart and I'm going to attack. All right. So 1 damage is going to go on Mockingbird for her. Thwart. And 1, 2, 3 damage on Claw. And that is going to be my first turn. And I will unexhaust everything. And I will draw my 5 cards I think Spider-Man gets. I haven't used Spider-Man very much, ironically. Oops, I just drew Spider-Man into my hand. That's not very useful. Let me draw 5 cards from the deck. Let's see. Hero attack, deal 5 damage. Attached to a minion. When minion is defeated, remove 3 threat. I like that. Deal 3 damage to an enemy. Deal 3 damage to another enemy. I like that as well. When your hero makes an attack, get +2 for that attack. Ooh, I like these. Use 3 web... Oh, what do I get on Spider-Man's side? Interrupt. When the villain initiates attack against you, draw a card. Oh, so there you go. I'll be getting 6 cards, which is pretty good. This gives me a free resource. Oh, use 3 web counters. So it starts in play with 3, and then every time I want to use one of those resources, it's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty happy doing some damage on this next one. Hopefully a minion comes out so I can take care of it and remove 3 threat from scheme. That would be real nice. All right, so... Oh, but he's never actually going to initiate an attack. Next time this character would attack, discard this status instead. So actually, he's never going to initiate that. So I'm never actually going to draw those cards. That's a nicely scripted mod. Yes, it is. And I've pumped this mod quite a bit. If you look under Marvel Champions on Tabletop Simulator, I mean, it's even better than you think. So I can show you real quick. I'm going to change my color to green here. If I just wanted to add a second hero, let's say I wanted to add Iron Man, I could either pick his starter deck or his constructed deck. I just hit this button and it brings it all right out onto the table. Any modulars I want to add, I just click them now. I could even add them after the game has started. For the villains, I just click on either standard or expert. It sets everything up for you. Literally, I've done none of this. So if you look up Marvel Champions, it's the highest rated mod. It's by PWN Star Hero. So Pwn Star Hero. Over here, I could put in my deck ID, which I did earlier, to pull up my customized deck. Also, if you just want to build a deck right from the mod, you can place different aspects out. So you could place just the neutral ones. You could place any of them out and build your deck right from here. And when you pick, so over here for Iron Man, I picked his 40 card constructed deck. It puts it in there for me. But if I had built, starter deck. But if I had selected constructed, then it would have let me, what's going on over here? All right, if I would have selected constructed, then it would have let me add from the constructed area. So this mod is pretty amazing. Yeah, it makes me very happy. And now I will say the thing I've said every single time when talking about this mod, while it is great, and honestly, I probably play it more than I play the physical game now, I still do own everything. And I would say, oh, I lost something here. What did I lose? I lost one of my attacks, and I don't know how that happened. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to games, and then I'm going to load this. Hopefully that comes up with all my cards in my hand, but it didn't, of course. So when I deleted something, I messed something up somehow. So let's see, 7 cards there, 26. So that's a total of 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Wait, I'm missing several cards here. Wait, I did math wrong. So 7, so that's 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Yeah, I'm missing 2 cards from my deck, and I have no idea where they went to. Not even a little bit of a clue. So you know what? We haven't really done anything, so I am just going to restart from the beginning. Don't worry about messing up the game. It's all right. Oh, hello. Hey, Gaming Rules. Good seeing you. I'm glad you stopped by to say hi. Yes, playing and editing definitely is a lot of what we do. But I'll show you the Marvel mod from the beginning anyway. Again, I'm just playtesting this deck today, so I don't mind starting over. Don't worry about it. Not a big deal. So you select number of players because that will select the enemy setup. So I'm going to go over here. You'll see how quick it is to set up a game. Expert Claw. I'm going to add something. Let's see. Let me add a mess of things to it, I think is what I added last time. I got to select my color, which I already have. I am going to take Spider-Man constructed deck. It's going to just put all that right to the table. I'm going to delete his 15 cards because I already have a constructed deck. Now, those 15 cards would have allowed me to get in quicker. Oops, got to go over to my deck builder over here. And Gaming Rules, of course, that is Paul Grogan. Thank you so much for stopping in. Always nice to have fellow content creators supporting each other. Appreciate that. And there's my 40 card deck. So as you saw, we didn't really miss a whole lot of anything at all. Now, the one thing you got to do, because I messed this up the other day, make sure you shuffle all the decks. If you saw our stream last Friday, I forgot to shuffle the deck, and that messed things up. But yeah, I can take the lead. So first player, you untaps everything. Look out, brings the card from the enemy deck in front of me, so my treachery card. So it does a real good job. But not going to read everything again right now, but I will start with my 6-card hand and see where we go. Berga, great seeing you as always. Thanks for stopping in. Force interrupt. So I'm just testing this deck. You know, I don't mind having a couple of opening hands. In fact, starting over is never a bad thing when you're testing a deck, just to kind of see how it goes. Ooh, Spider Girl. After you play Spider Girl from your hand, stun and confuse a minion. Well, there aren't any minions, but well, there you go. I still have Mockingbird. When a treachery card is revealed. All right, so I got rid of this the last time. I'm going to get rid of it again. I'm actually going to get rid of Spider Girl, I think. Maybe not. Going to hold on right now. I really would like to get rid of that threat on the first turn. Hero form only attached to an enemy. When attached enemy would attack, discard it. And, that's a great card. But off the start, I'm really trying to get some other stuff out. All right, so I can pay 1 resource to get, Avengers Mansion's really good to get early too. Tiger's really great. Yeah, so there's a lot of good stuff in this opening hand. So I'm going to try a little bit of a different start right here. So I'm going to use my free resource to pay for my web shooter. And it's a hero resource, so I can only use that one in hero form. Webbed Up is super good, absolutely. But for 5 resources at the beginning of the game, I am unfortunately not going to do it. And I'm not going to stun him this time because I actually think I want him to attack. So I get that extra card when I'm on the other side. But we'll see how that goes. I'm going to do Avengers Mansion. I'm going to have to flip first. Since I already used my free resource, I don't care that much about that. So I'm going to use 1 resource. Let's see. 2, 3, 4 to play Avengers Mansion. Now that's stupid because I can't even play Avengers Mansion. So let's see. I'm going to be drawing a card. What's this? Press the advantage. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. If it was stunned or confused, draw a card. I'm going to keep that in my hand and discard these other cards to pay for Avengers Mansion. That way, when I use Avengers Mansion a second to draw a card, I am likely to be able to play something. Thwart. After your hero attacks and defeats an enemy, remove 2 threat from a scheme. Well, I won't be able to do that. But I am going to play Press the Advantage since I have the 1 resource to pay for it now. So that will be 2 damage. This time I don't get to draw the card, unfortunately, because they are not stunned. I've already gotten rid of a lot of allies, but I am going to start thwarting this because I really don't want an extra acceleration every turn for the whole game. So that will be it. So not as good of a first turn. So we've seen a really good first turn and a not so good first turn, but that's okay. That's how you learn how your deck works in different situations. And so I've got some stuff here where if I get some minions out, it'll let me do some stuff. Webbed Up, yes, very fair. Unfortunately, yeah, it's a great first turn card, but not this first turn. All right, so we're going to add 1+1 for the Immortal Claw over here. And then Claw is going to attack me as soon as he declares his... Oh, well, forgot to untap everything. As soon as he declares his attack on me, I draw a card. Oh, I do not draw my Spider-Man card. I did that already. So that'll be the second time. All right, so don't mind that. Okay, so I am going to do a backflip. When you take any amount of damage from an attack, prevent all the damage. So, yeah, I'm going to do that. I don't think I have to declare it before seeing the flips. So, I'll see the flips first. Yeah, that's 3 already, 4, 5. Yep, don't want to take 5 damage. I am going to backflip out of the way of that and take none of that damage. All right, so now I am going to get my encounter card. Let's flip it up. When revealed, if you're in hero, the villain each min engaged with you attacks. Well, he's going to attack again for 1. Let's see, do I want to block this time? Yeah, there's no way I'm getting rid of all this threat, so I'm going to block, save myself some World of Pain here. Oops. Weapons Runner comes in front of me. That's actually great. We'll see why in a minute. And one more. So he does a total of 2 damage, but I did block for 3, and so that's gone. Backflip, let's go! That's right. Just cover the enemy in web and hang him from the tallest building. Well, I'll tell you what, that sounds like a good idea to me. Let's try to do that. So Weapons Runner doesn't get their surge effect because it wasn't flipped as a normal in play. It came in because of the boost on the bottom of the card. It says put Weapons Runner into play, engage with you. It doesn't say reveal Weapons Runner. So those surges only happen when they're revealed. So Claw is done with their first turn, and so it's back to me. But look what I have here. Attached to a minion. Force interrupt. When an attached minion is defeated, remove 3 threat from a scheme. Now, I am a little bit... So I got to pay 1 for that. Hero makes a basic attack plus 2 for the attack. So I'm regretting a little bit taking 1 off of Immortal Claw now that I can remove 3. But I still feel like that's what I need to do. And then I'm going to deal 3 damage to an enemy and then 3 to another enemy. So, oh, actually, let's do this first. Let's draw a card. Maybe that will... Oh, another backflip. Well, I'd like to hold on to that if I can. All right, so I'm going to spend 1 resource here off of my web shooter and 2 more for a total of 3 resources to play melee. And it says deal 3 damage to an enemy and 3 to another one. So 3, goodbye Weapons Runner, you and your 2 life. And that triggers my Spider Tracker. I do get to remove 3 from a scheme. Even though I've already removed 1, I'm still going to do 2 more from this scheme. I just don't like the acceleration. I don't like Claw having 10 extra life. Both of those things are now a thing of the past. So I still get to do 3 more damage. So that'll be 3 more to Claw, which makes me happy. So that was a kick. You know what? I am not going to use my web shooter for that, though. I'm going to save that resource and spend Skilled Strike because I just realized I'm exhausted, so I am not going to be able to attack anyway. I'll keep the backflip in my hand. Love me some backflip. Yeah, Claw's going to get real frustrated, swinging and swinging and swinging at me, and I'm just dodging out of the way of everything. So I'm going to ready up at this point. And I am going to draw my 4 more cards. And instead of drawing 4 cards, I'm going to draw my identity card for the 3rd time already today. This is, I don't know what's going on with me. Ooh, and I get combat training back again, which makes me happy, and chase them down. That also makes me happy. Of course, it's remove 2 threat from a scheme, but that's okay. I don't mind that at all. All right. So let's see what happens. We're only adding 1 threat to the scheme this time. It's halfway there already, though, which doesn't make me happy, but Claw is going to attack me. Does anybody know, do I have to do my... Oh, it says defense. Interrupt defense. When you take any amount of damage, prevent all that damage. I believe I've got to play it during my normal defense window here, so I'm going to play that. But if anybody knows the answer to that, let me know. Could I see what damage gets flipped before deciding? Because, of course, if nothing flips up, then obviously I wouldn't use it to avoid 1 damage. So I'm kind of curious about that, if anybody has the answer. Yeah, because I only flipped 1 more damage, so that's 2. So clearly I wouldn't have used backflip. I would have kept it as a resource or saved it for next turn. So, oh, but I also do get to draw a card when they declare an attack against me. Ooh, a helicarrier. That's nice. That's real nice. Okay, so let me know if I would have had to use that backflip or not. If not, if you know the answer to that. You don't take damage until you flip the cards, okay? And this says when you would take any amount of damage from attack, prevent it all. So I can interrupt when I would take damage. Paul, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Good seeing you. Have fun editing videos. I know it's not always fun work, but all right. So I am made to understand that I don't have to do my backflip early. So I am going to go ahead and not do that. Good for me to know. Yeah, I don't play Spider-Man a lot. I like Spider-Man, but there are just so many other heroes that I really love in the MCU. And so I've had fun playing with a lot of other ones. Plus, I was given to understand that Spider-Man was really good. So, you know, I tend to lean toward not playing heroes that are as good just because I want to challenge myself. Because I do think, not on expert mode, but on normal mode, for me, the game has felt a little bit easy. So I love, though, what they've done. I've loved the new challenges that just came out with the newest set. Those side encounters that you can add in. the modular encounters, oh my gosh, some of those new ones have been kicking our butt. You've probably seen it in the stream, as well as the one they released for free. That was the Kree Fanatic with Ronin in it. Oh man, brutal. So it's brought the game's difficulty up to more on the level that I like. So now I don't mind some of these heroes that I haven't played as much in the past. I don't mind whipping them out now. All right, so I did take the 2 damage. I drew the card, so I should be up to 6 cards. And now I have to draw my encounter card. Let's see. The villain schemes. Well, that's not great. So let's boost their scheme for 2 more. Well, I don't mind getting rid of Shadows of the Past, but unfortunately, that's 4 more on the scheme, which moves the main scheme along. All right. Claw has found a buyer for his illegal weapons. It's up to you to stop the sale, but the meeting's surrounded by Claw's cronies, one revealed. Discard cards from the encounter deck until a minion is discarded. Put the minion into play, engage with you, with the first player, and advance to 2B. All right, so I got to unlock this. I got to flip it and go to here. All right, Claw is meeting with the Crimson Cowl. Claw and the mysterious figure dart into the shadows when you confront them, and Claw's minions move to cover their escape. And if this ever finishes, the game is over with a loss, and it is still being protected, which is not my ideal thing. But we got to get a minion engaged with us first. Here we go. This is a guard minion and toughness, so that will be something to have to deal with. Alrighty. All right. So thanks again, everybody, for stopping by. Let's see. I am going to do my Avengers Mansion first. Oh, uppercut. 5 damage to an enemy. I like that. Swinging web kick is always good. After your hero attacks and defeats an enemy, remove 2 threat from a scheme. Oh, I like that too. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to use my web shooter and my strength to put in helicarrier. We're going to use my helicarrier and my swinging web kick, because I'm not getting that out, to pay for my combat training, which is +1 attack. Oh, toughness. Oh, toughness. Oh, toughness. All right, I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. So I am going to just do a normal attack to get rid of toughness. Then I'm going to pay for uppercut with 1. Oh, I already spent 1. The helicarrier would have helped pay for that. So that's 2. Actually, hold on, not that. So 1, 2, 3. So that will now pay for my uppercut to do 5 damage and take out the armored guard. And when I do that, I'm going to chase them down and remove 2 threat from a scheme. Come on. There we go. All right. Oh, yeah, this is the main scheme, not a side scheme. So that's gone. That's gone. Chase them down is back to my discard pile. I'm going to keep back flipping my hand because, well, why wouldn't I? And not so bad. Not so bad. So I'm going to keep back flip. I'm going to draw 4 more cards. I'm going to untap everything, and we will go on to the villain phase. I really do love Marvel Champions. Yeah, Verga, I really do as well. It's so well designed. Am I 100% happy with everything? No. I think allies are a little bit more powerful than they should be, especially cheap allies. Allies that only cost 1 or 2. You know, they can do their 1 damage or their 1 thwart and then use them to chump block. I think chump blocking is overly powerful. But even with those minor things, I mean, the game is balanced around that, and they really have, with the encounter sets, done more overkill and stuff like that to deal with minions, and they're adding more stuff to deal with minions. So, or not minions, allies. So I really do think it's already very good, and it's getting better and better as they go along. So I agree with you 100% with that. And thanks everybody for tuning in. I know this was unscheduled. I just really kind of pulled it up today. I said, well, I'm testing my decks. My kids were busy, and so I had some free time to stream, so I just turned on the camera. All right, so gonna attack me. Gonna double boost. First boost. Wow, that was incredibly boosty. So this time, yes, for that 5 damage, I am gonna backflip. And I am also going to draw a card because I forgot to do that. Whenever interrupt, when the villain initiates an attack, draw a card. Keep forgetting to do that. Ooh, I have another combat training in here. I didn't realize I had 2 of them. So that's good to know. Unless I just drew that from my discard pile. Nope, I actually have 2 of them. Well, it makes sense. Maybe I may have to think about that. I did not intend to have 2, I don't think. So that's something I may have to look into. Potentially taking one of those out. Surprise streams are nice. Well, thank you. I'm glad you appreciate it because we've debated this back and forth whether we should just do something or if everything should be scheduled. But you know what? Right now I'd be doing the same thing except without interacting with you guys, and I'm really enjoying interacting with you guys. So, especially when I'm off. That's right. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely surprise streams are nice when nobody's working. And so that's the other thing. We do so many streams. I can typically only do them late at night that when I get time in the middle of the day to do it, why not? Like I said, I really enjoy the interaction. I really enjoy talking to you guys as well as getting in some of my favorite games. All right. So before I lose track of what's going on too much here, I think it's just villain phase. So we're going to add 1 threat to the scheme. Oh no, I already did that. He already attacked me. Okay, see, that would have been very bad. That would have been double attack, double bad all the time. I just backflipped out of the way of it, so now the threat card. All right, a mess of things. Scorpion tears through the business district, causing as much mayhem as possible. When revealed, place 2 additional threat here for each stunned friendly character, where there are none. So we are going to put 2 on here, and this will get me an extra card every turn. That is not great. Not great at all. Spider-Man is decent with thwart, but really he's got to beat up some guys to get rid of a lot of stuff, and I don't have any allies right now, so this is not pretty. I mean, 8 damage is pretty good, plus 2 damage to my attack's pretty good. So there are some things I can do here. Let me draw a card and see what happens. Hopefully I get... Oh, and webbed up is really good. We've already talked about how much we like that one. All right, so I'm going to use this 1 web shooter to, believe it or not, get my other web shooter out. Just to get a fresh one. And that gives me 3 resources on it again. Oh, I want all of these cards. Isn't that always the way? Isn't it always that you want everything that you have? What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to use this, and this to web up Claw. You know what? I might not have enough to deal with all this threat. This threat might be what is my undoing, but it's not going to be him beating me up right now. That is for sure. I want to thwart, but it's so stupid sounding. So I'm going to attack for 4 damage here. 2 plus 2 from my skilled strike. So that'll be 4 damage. And hopefully I can get some allies or something to help me with these schemes here, because it's definitely getting a little hairy over there. So I'm going to ready everything up. I am going to draw my 5 cards, and I'm going to move on. In your LCG, you always want to play all the cards. Yeah, I do. Yeah, when it's well designed. And here's the other thing. It's almost, it's funny. I was talking to Terrence about this the other day, because he's like, wow, with my protection deck, I have a protection, what was it again? It's somebody you don't think of as a protection hero. Hawkeye is what it was. And he's like, wow, you have a lot of defensive cards that boost up your defense. And I said, well, most of the time, those cards are going to be used to discard. I mean, it's less choices on my mind, so I almost like those choices sometimes where they're not always the best cards, because that way you have some easy choices throughout. But if I'm sitting there defending and I have those defense cards in my hand and I really need to save myself, those cards are going to save me also. So they do 2 things. They decrease the load on me, as well as make it so that when I do need them, I have them and they're available. So for me, sometimes I like choices like that. But yes, in LCG, where you're building your own deck and you have all these great cards in it, yeah, a lot of times all the choices seem good. And so that's another reason I like low-cost cards when you look at them. These 0 and 1 cost cards, because it lets me just play more cards out of my hand. And so I like all of that. So I'm going to have to see the interaction here. So interrupt. When the villain initiates an attack against you, draw a card. I think they are not going to initiate attack, but first thing, got to increase the threat over here. And then it says, force interrupt. When attached enemy would attack, discard webbed up instead and then stun him. So the nice part about webbed up is it doesn't just stun him once, it actually stuns him twice. So it's like a double stun over here, which is amazing. So no attack initiated. I am going to have to draw 2 encounter cards though. Let's see what happens on the first one. Revealed, Scorpion attacks your hero. If no attack was made this way, you are stunned. Well, already that. He did not like being webbed up, so came out and stunned me. Let's see what the next one ends up being. It's Sonic Boom. When revealed, either spend those resources or exhaust each character you control. Let's see. It's only me, but I would not like to. Although the only thing I need Black Cat. So yeah, exhausted. All right. Not great. Not great. But it is what it is. I really need to get some of this threat off. So I'm definitely going to get Black Cat out after after you played it, Black Cat, discard the top 2 cards of your deck. Add a card. Add each card with a science resource discarded this way to your hand. So, well, first of all, let me draw a card. Does that have a science resource? No, it doesn't. So that worked out. So I'm going to spend 1-2 resources to play Black Cat. And then after you play Black Cat, discard the top 2 cards. Any science resources come to my hand. Lockjaw does not come to my hand, and neither is Brawn. But, interesting now, Lockjaw is in my discard pile. So even though it didn't come to my hand, with 4 resources, I could bring Lockjaw out and really help me with this thwart game that I've been struggling with. I actually may do that and hang on to some of these cards. So if I do this, I play this. Yeah, all right. So that's what I'm going to do. Aunt May, I love you, but I don't see myself flipping too much here. Threat is just too much of an issue. So I'm going to play Aunt May. Actually, let me pull Lockjaw out because that's really what I'm... and Lockjaw, for those of you who haven't seen Lockjaw, one of my favorite cards. You may play Lockjaw from your discard pile during your turn, paying his resource cost. So I can pay for him over there. All right, so I'm playing Aunt May to play Press the Advantage. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. If that enemy is stunned or confused, draw a card. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do 2 damage to Claw, who is stunned, which means I get to draw a card. How did I get the stun? Because I had, what was it? Webbed up on him. And so forced interrupt for webbed up is when the attached enemy would attack, discard webbed up instead, and then stun that enemy. So, yeah, it's like a 2-turn stun. Now, it's expensive. It's 4 cards cost, but... so that's why he didn't attack. I had webbed up, and then that's why he's not attacking again, is now he's going to be stunned for the following turn. So because of that stun, I got to deal 2 damage to the enemy, and if he was stunned, I get to draw a card, which I did. I got Swinging Webkip, and man... I keep having to discard these, but they're kind of late game anyway. So I have 4 resources in my hand right now, 4 cards. I'm going to spend them all to get Lockjaw. And Lockjaw is going to come into play, and now I got 2 thwart on Lockjaw and 1 more on Black Cat. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do 1 and 2 for a total of 3 thwart. So Black Cat, with her thwarting, will take 1 damage. Lockjaw with his thwarting will take 2 damage. So if you don't know the game that well, if you see the stars underneath of the character, you see Lockjaw has 2 stars under thwart and 2 under attack. That means they take 2 damage when they do that action. And Lockjaw has a total of 4 life. If you notice here, there's 1 star under Black Cat's thwart, none under her attack. So she's going to be able to keep attacking and attacking and attacking if she wants. And Black Cat says, I'm not a hero, I'm a thief. And Lockjaw says, woof, 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 woof. Oh no, he says, hold on, Bruno. I think my new dog just teleported into my room. Oh, that's Kamala Khan saying that. So, very cool. Anyway, so if you remember, 1 thwart here, 2 thwart here. Well, this 1 thwart will help me get rid of this card here, Defense Network, which has literally been bothering me the entire game. A mess of things. That's got to go away too because I don't want to draw 2 cards. So that is a mess of things gone as well. I am stunned and exhausted and a lot of stuff happened this turn, but I'm actually pretty happy with how all that stuff went down. I mean, how did you get stunned? Oh, double encounter cards, question mark? Yeah, I did have double encounter cards. So my second encounter card was Sonic Boom. I had to exhaust my character for that. And then my first one was, when revealed, Scorpion attacks your hero. If no attack was made, you are stunned. So my first one stunned me. My second one exhausted me. So yes, I did have double encounter cards last turn because a Mess of Things was still up. And if you notice on the bottom of a Mess of Things, that's an encounter card. Brawn is mental. Brawn is mental. Is Brawn the character Brawn? Is that what we're talking about? Yeah, he's pretty good. Unfortunately, unable to play him, but I like getting Lockjaw at this turn. I really am happy with where everything is right now. I know Lockjaw I don't think gets as much love as I have for him, and I don't use him all the time, but he's one of those no-brainer cards that I was talking about earlier. I can literally always know that I'm going to use him for a resource. I would never play Lockjaw out of my hand. There's never a reason to do it. So his cost is not actually 4. It's actually only 3. Because, again, when you think of the cost of the card, for me, it's 4 resources plus the card itself. So that's a 5th resource. But when you play him from your discard, you've used it for a resource, and then you don't have to have that card in your hand anymore to pay for the cost. So for me, it really just... I mean, it's definitely playing it at a discount from your discard pile. And I love the fact that it's 2 thwart also. A lot of times I find that thwart to be really, really useful. So, but thanks for all the interaction today. I love it. I love it. So, let's see. I think I am done my turn, but I do have to draw 5 cards. I don't have 5. Hey, I didn't draw my hero that time, but let me look out. Let me draw an encounter card because I decked myself. And then I'm going to draw 4 more cards and see where I'm at. Swinging Web Kick. You know what? There might actually be a Swinging Web Kick on this turn. Nice. All right. And actually at 7 health, that will knock him out. So that's pretty good. All right. So one more threat on here. I'm probably going to use Lockjaw to get rid of that. And actually, I could even bring Lockjaw right back out after he gets taken down instead of Swinging Web Kick. So... that's potentially something else to think about, but he is stunned, so he will not be attacking me this turn, which means I also do not draw a card. We got 1 encounter card already. Got to draw another one. Let's see what the first one is. Attach the Claw. Force response. After Claw attacks and damages the character, stun that character. Well, that can't stay out there forever. Spend 1 resource of each type to get rid of it. So we'll see if we're going to get rid of it or just... keep blocking with minions. When revealed, hero side, the villain and each minion engaged with you attacks you. All right, so good news, bad news. The good news is I do get to draw a card because when the villain initiates an attack against you, I draw a card. Hello, Aunt May, you're back again. You know, you are so sweet, but unfortunately, I'm probably going to discard you again. I have got no kind of defensive stuff sitting here, so I'm going to block with Black Cat. This card double boosts, and this says when Claw attacks and damages a character, stun that character. So yeah, Black Cat's going to be stunned, but also just dead. I don't know why I took that card instead of a... oh, wow. All right, so attacks for a total of 1 damage. Unfortunately, I had to decide that ahead of time, and so I did decide to block with Black Cat, who has 1 life. Oh, that's a shame. All right. So, Black Cat died and really only prevented 1 damage. But let's move on. Can't cry over spilled milk. So, it is back to my turn. Let's get rid of that. Poor cat. The dog keeps coming. That's right. Yeah. So, I got a cat and a dog in my deck, and I'm a spider. And I think I got another spider in my deck, too. So, there's all kinds of animal... This is... maybe I'll rename this my animal deck. Spider-Man. Now, why am I not stunned anymore? I am stunned. I thought that was the case. Okay. So, I need to get rid of that stun. Well, let's go ahead, and I'm going to use this to get my Web Slinger out, which will give me more resources if I need it, but I like the flexibility now that I have with my resources. Well, I don't need this +2 to my regular attack because I am just going to use my regular attack to get rid of my stunned. Because I think I am going to do swinging web kick. I am going to use poor doggy over here, Lockjaw. But you might come back. You might come back. I wouldn't be surprised, actually, with the cards that I have in my hand, to see Lockjaw come right back this turn. But he is going to remove 2 threat from the scheme right now. I am going to swinging web kick in. So that's 2 resources. Actually, I'm just going to put Lockjaw off to the side here. Because, like I said, I think he's coming back this turn. And poor old Aunt May here. That'll be my 3rd resource I am going to use to pay for swinging web kick. And deal 8 damage to the enemy. Boom. 7 down to -1. It won't let me go -1. All right, so now we're going to advance the enemy, and that's the other cool part about this mod. Look at that. It already puts their health up and everything. Now, does start with toughness on this side. Let's see what else. This character enters play with a tough status card, force interrupt when claw attacks. So it's the same as before, just attacking a little bit harder. Ooh, do I have 1 of each type of resource? No, of course I don't. Why would I? Now I could flip over. So here's my other option here. Now, if I flip over, he's going to thwart hard for 3 plus 3 more. I mean, I could lose. So if he flips a 3, yeah, I can't do that because I do get a free science resource on my other side. So it's something to think about, but I don't think I can afford to do that. I'm going to keep this remove 3 threat from a scheme sitting here in my hand, I think. Or maybe I keep, you know what? I'm going to keep skilled strike and really just try to burn him down. So pay 1 resource, 2 resources, plus these 2 here. Boom, boom. 2, pay for Lockjaw. Welcome back, boy. You're such a good dog. You're such a good dog. Yes, you are. All right, Lockjaw. You're going to do 2 damage. And part of the reason I do damage at this point is I don't know if Claw has any of these cards, but there are definitely... Oh, no, doesn't take any damage. I'm sorry. That just gets rid of tough. Because there are a lot of cards, though, that when the enemy is supposed to take damage or heal damage, if they can't, the card gains Surge. I'd rather them heal 1 or 2 damage than Surge and get something else. Oh, who's a good boy? That's right, Snow Dracona. I agree. Who is a good boy? Good puppy. Madagascar Marvel Edition. That's right, the Zoo deck. She also soaked a stun. That's right. I don't know what that was referring to, but yes, I know there was just a stun that Lockjaw just... Oh, the cat? Is that what we're referring to? But yes. Timothy! Hey, welcome, Kim. How are you? Thank you for joining the stream as well. It's been a pretty active Sunday. You know what? If this is a good time for everybody, maybe I start doing a normal Sunday deck testing stream. I mean, it seems to be a popular time, so something to consider. So, drawing my 4 cards, untapping everything. Let's have the enemy do their turn. They're going to get 1. Claw's going to attack for 2. Oh, I have a backflip. Absolutely, then I am just going to take it. So that'll be 3, but I'm going to backflip out of this anyway. So that's 2 more, 4, 5. That's right. 6. I don't care because I'm backflipping. That means I don't get stunned because after Claw attacks and damages a character, stun him. Well, guess what? I am not getting damaged because I am backflipping. I do get to draw a card because they did initiate an attack against me. Wow, I have a lot of combat trainings in my deck and I've not put one out yet. They keep coming up though. Ooh, swinging web kick. I got my dog. I got my swinging web kick. I got my attack. Oh, this could be it. This could be good. I get skilled strike. I might be able to burn him down this one round here. We'll see. This is looking like it could be a mighty fine round. I got Tiger I can bring out potentially, and I still get to draw cards. But before I get too excited, I do have to draw an encounter card and see what happens there. All right, attached to Claw. Claw gains Retaliate 1 after this character is attacked. Deal 1 damage to the attacking character. I can spend all these resources. Yeah, I don't care about that. I mean, I may care about that, but I mean, you know, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Lockjaw, I'm not going to attack with you yet, even though I want to. After Tiger attacks and defeats a minion, heal 1 damage, skilled strike, swinging web kick. Let me draw a card and see what it is. Oh, no. Oh, this is such a good hand. I feel like I should slow play this at some point and web them up now, and then just keep beating on them. So I'll take a vote. I'll take a quick poll. Do we want to see webbed up and slow play the next couple turns? Or should I swinging web kick in, skilled strike in, maybe try to get Tiger? I don't think I can do all those things. But what do you think? Slow play or just beat him to a pulp right now? Web plus slow path. Okay. Is that Tiger Woman? Oh, yes! Tigra, that's right. My Zoo deck continues. Wow, this is definitely going to be the Zootopia deck. I like it. I like the fact that I got a name for it now, too. Let's see. It's 10 p.m. here right now, so I can still watch. Yeah, I know my normal streams on Friday nights are later, but thanks for tuning in later after the fact and watching. Make it slow. Make him pay. All right, so you guys want slow death over here for Mr. Claw. So I will do that. I will do as you guys wish. So 1, 2. Let's get rid of this web claw here. Or this web shooter to do that. That's 3 resources and Spidey Sense. Yeah. I haven't used Spidey Sense yet. So that's 4 resources. All right, I can still swinging kick in. Or I can Tigra. Tiger seems like the better play here. What do you guys think? I think I'm going to do Tigra. I know 8 at one time seems really good, but Tiger will do 4 plus. Well, I don't need the blocking. Well, yeah, then why would I do Tiger? I don't need her blocking. I mean, unless I get really unlucky here. So here we go. Lockjaw. Good boy. Good boy. Can you take care of that threat for me? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Let's get rid of all that threat. Thank you, Lockjaw. Thank you. All right, I'm going to put Lockjaw over here, but again, I'm going to put him off to the side because I may end up playing him again. I am going to swinging web kick because why wouldn't I? I'm just going to go in, kicking him in the face. That's 8 damage. I'm going to also attack with Spider-Man, so that'll be a total of 10 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom! And that seems like a pretty good turn. That seems not so bad. Not so bad. So let's unexhaust everything. Let's go ahead and draw my 5 cards back up. The only other thing to think of, which I didn't do, so I'm not going to do it now, would have been to flip over. Get some stuff out cheaper next turn because I get that 1 extra resource. I know he's not going to be attacking me this turn. Yeah, he'll put some threat on this scheme. But, I mean, I'll still have 2 turns afterward to get rid of. Yeah. It might have been smarter to flip here, but we'll see how it plays out with me not flipping. All right, so webbed up means no attack there, and you are stunned. It also means that I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to flip it over. It is a weapons runner, which isn't, well, at this point of the game, I don't really want, because I do have a lot of cards that like I can put on the enemies and, you know, eventually do damage, but at this point I just want to get rid of them, and Surge is terrible. When revealed, Scorpion attacks your hero. If no attack was made, you are stunned. Well, thank you for a whole lot of nothing. Alright, so let's see. 5 damage, 3 and 3. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. There's not even 2 threat. I like having backslip, skilled strike. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to get rid of stunned. Yeah, I feel like that was stupid. I definitely should have flipped over. Yeah, I definitely should have flipped to my alter ego and seen what I could have gotten out of that with, you know, an extra card plus an extra resource. Seems way better. All right, let's see here. So, do I have 3 and 3? So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So let's do that. All right, so using my last web shooter, which will bye-bye. It'll go away. And, well, I'll just do it this way. 2 resources, 3 resources. And play my uppercut to do 5 damage. Oh, don't cover my dog. Don't cover Lockjaw. Lockjaw's a good boy. All right, so down to 7 life. And then I am going to... Does this say... When the villain, okay, so this minion attacking me is not going to draw me cards, but that's okay. So I'm going to just spend these other 3 then to melee. And that'll do 3 damage to an enemy and 3 to another enemy. So let's start with 3 to the weapons runner. So sad you are no longer around. 3 more to claw. Claw's down to 4. And you know what? Between my attack and my good little doggy over here, yes, you are, Lockjaw. You are so good. Between me and Lockjaw, we should be able to finish him off no matter what draws happen here. I mean, certainly there's stuff that could happen to mess that up. But I think the slow play was the smart play there. So thanks for the recommendation. I appreciate it. Using cats to summon dogs. That's right. You take 2. Or you say 4. What? Seems to me like this is faster than Lord of the Rings. Your ST 4 hit points. I don't know what just happened there. Why did it... What 4 hit points? They're down to 4 hit points. I know that. Well, let me know if I messed something up there, and I will look into it. All right, so stunned, so no attack is initiated against me. Retaliate, yes. So I took 2 hits from retaliate. Anything else that I missed? Should I be down to 4? Did I do 4 attacks against them? Or 6? That was a good call on retaliate, because my first one, I swung and took nothing because I just got rid of my stunned effect. And then I did 2 attacks that time, I believe. Did I have 1 from the round before also? So should I have 2 more from the round before? All right, we'll say I do. So now Aunt May would have been nice. All right, well, hopefully I survive this round because I don't have much to protect me. Well, I could draw a backflip or something else. Thank you for reminding me. I do not want to cheat, even though maybe I do want to cheat, but I don't want to cheat. No. All right, so adding 1 more threat to the scheme. I actually think I already did that. I did, and I already took away their stun. So let's see what their attack is. Surge, reveal the top card of the entire... Oh, this is the worst. All right, so you get another card, and you reveal the top card of the deck. Guard and tough. Are you kidding me? Well, that's not great. Remember how I said almost no matter what happens? Well, surge, exhaust your identity card. Well, there's that too. Let's keep not going. Wow, I spoke too soon. I spoke way too soon. Another guard with tough. I did jinx it. Whoa, that was a change of pace right there. So I can do 3 and 3. I can stun with Mockingbird. Press the advantage. Deal 2 damage to an enemy if it's stunned or confused. Draw a card. All right. So, and I got my dog. Can't forget my dog. But first things first, let me draw a card. Come on, resources. Yes, that's what I needed. All right, let's see. I'm not going to be able to afford this, so let's do this and this to put out Mockingbird. Mock, yeah, ing, yeah, bird, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's from Dumb and Dumber, if you don't recognize it. Hopefully Puppy will save you. Yeah, I think I have to go Mockingbird in this situation, just because I need that extra stun. So we will take one of the toughnesses off of one of them. And then 1, 2, 3 to get melee and kill one of the armored guards. Take toughness off of the other armored guard. And now flipping is dangerous because they'll have 3 plus 2 thwart or plus 3 thwart. So I mean a 2 or more boost and I would instantly lose the game. I mean there's still a chance that one of those surge cards come out of here. So I can't flip over. I'm going to have to probably block with Mockingbird and or hope I get something really good. Thankfully Claw is stunned. So actually the armored guard, yeah. Let's see what happens. All right, so let's unexhaust everything. Let us draw 5 cards. And I still got Lockjaw off to the side here. Not going to forget about Lockjaw. Ooh, swinging web kick. I mean, I might need. We'll see. Ooh, Brawn. After Brawn attacks, remove a threat from a scheme. That is very, very nice. I like that. Skilled Strike. That would be 4 damage right there. Just by myself. Spider Girl coming in. Stun and confuse a minion. Yep, there's that as well. So we got some options for this turn. Just got to survive one more turn, I think. And I think it'll be good. But I thought that a second ago as well. So no boost because you are stunned. So you are not going to attack. Now you are going to attack and do 1 damage. You know what? I am going to soak up that 1 damage and be okay with it. And see what happens. All right, come on. Something good. Tell me something good. Yeah, that was way off, but that's all right. 1 revealed hero. Take 2 damage and claw heals 2. Okay, then. So retaliate would kill me. Now, you guys know the game. Let me know. If I kill him at the same time as retaliate kills me, is that a win? Is that a loss? Is that a... what's going on with that? I have to add an acceleration also because of this. So, because I do have a swinging web kick in there, so I can hit him for 8. The question is, do I take damage in that situation from retaliation? Retaliate only triggers if they survive. Okay. All right. So I got to figure out a way to get my swinging web kick out. And so I really need some resources here. That's what I would really like. So can we get a resource here so I can pay for Lockjaw, please? Some resources? All right. No. But I can still pay for Spider Girl. I think Spider Girl and swinging web kick will be enough between Spider Girl and Mockingbird. Yep. So let's do that. So that's 1 resource. Lockjaw, you were such a good boy. You did so good. That's all right. Spider Girl's going to finish this off for us. Don't you worry about it. After you play Spider Girl from your hand, stun and confuse a minion. All right. Well, he's stunned and confused. Well, I don't care because 2 attacks on him are going to finish off the Armored Guard. So bye-bye, Armored Guard. And then 1, 2, 3, swinging web kick in, 8 damage to claw. Boom and boom. You are done. Thank you. And hold on. Thank you. Yes, Lockjaw. Yes, where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Good boy, Lockjaw. Good boy, Lockjaw. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for joining us for this real quick last second put together deck construction episode. I do think the change I am going to make, I had a lot of those +1 attack cards. I don't know that I'm going to keep them in my deck. I don't know if I'm going to keep any of them in my deck. So that's a potential change I'm going to make to the deck. Just looking through it. But look forward to seeing you all Friday night at 10 o'clock. Give him a bone. Good boy. That's right, Snow Dracona. I agree. Give him a bone. Lockjaw was a very good boy this round. So, yeah. So, here's my Zootopia deck. Thanks for helping me name it. Thanks for playing along today. Thanks for all your good advice. I think it was good advice to lock him down earlier and, slow play it. I think it all worked out. So, thank you so much for joining us. And I will see you back here Friday at 10 o'clock to play this deck. Oh, I will also be on Wednesday. I think it's 9:30 on Wednesday. We are doing a news stream again. So, and I did promise lots of playmats all over the place. So I'm going to have to go find more playmats, figure out where all my playmats are, and start putting them on the table. I am not at the same table that I was last time we did the news. But if you didn't hear that, that's kind of an inside joke that we had last time. So I will definitely have my table covered in playmats that day just for finishing off because I kind of promised I would do that. So I'll see you back Wednesday at 9:30. We have a stream Monday. We have a stream Tuesday. We have the news on Wednesday. We have Marvel Champions Friday. Who knows? Maybe I'll even do another deck testing on Thursday. We'll see. But full week of stuff planned for you guys. So hopefully you enjoyed this stream and hopefully you enjoy the rest of the content you're getting from us. Thank you for the play. It was great. Thank you. I appreciate you guys showing up. Yes, sounds like a fun Wednesday. The news was fun last time. We talked a lot about Descent. And you'll see, we weren't always the most kind about everything anyway. I mean, we don't know anything about the games, so it's news, but it's certainly news from our perspective. So we had a lot of fun with it, and this time I think we're going to talk about the Board Game Geek redesign, new page. We're going to talk about Lord of the Rings Living Card Game no longer being supported by Fantasy Flight Games. We're going to talk about Marvel Champions, actually, the new set. I'm looking forward to Rocket and Groot. We're going to tie that into the Fantasy Flight LCG thing. So those are some of the things I think we're talking about. But if you have other news story ideas for us, head on over to the Discord and let us know there as well. That's the best news. Your perspective. Otherwise, you could read, yes, yeah. I mean, it's true. It is definitely more of an opinion op-ed piece than actual factual news. I mean, we're going to give you all the facts, but then we're going to tell you our opinions on those facts as well. So certainly not just going to be a boring us reading you the news from wherever. We're going to talk about BGG's redesign. We're going to tell you what we think about that and a lot of other things. So thanks for joining me again, and look forward to seeing everybody this week. Bye!